Hello everyone and welcome to Leeds Secret Sessions, and in the infamous words of an Uber driver that drove me here once, it's not much of a secret now that you've told me, is it? My name is Tom Lee. I am usually a camera operator on this, but today I'm hosting and Hamish is over there, he's performing.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Doing very well. This is a strange thing to be in. Yeah. Usually right on the opposite side, so...
Yeah, this is an odd experience. So what's this first song you're going to play?
This first song is called Nobody Else. Muddy shoes in the dampened grass. Feels like a minute but an hour's past. You keep me warm when my finger won't in this cold. We'll run for cover as the rain comes along. Your hair got wet and my fingers are numb. I push it back and you give me a kiss and make everything feel just right. There ain't nobody else. When I'm with you I feel like myself. Bring the sun around, and your laugh is my favorite sound. They take me back to the end of July. The summer nights in the clear blue sky. On the hill as the sun goes down, and the world keeps turning round and round and around, laughing and lying with one another. Makes me realize there ain't no other. Yo, who can make me feel this way? Today. Ain't nobody else. When I'm with you I feel like myself. Bring the sun around, and your laugh is my favorite sound. There ain't nobody else. When I'm with you I feel like myself. Bring the sun around, and your laugh is my favorite sound. I feel the wind blow as we roll out of here. So just hold my hand, you have nothing to fear. Hey, hey, hey! Is there anybody out there on the line? 'Cause I've been holding on for such a long time. Is there anybody out there tonight? 'Cause right now, baby, I ain't doing just fine. Falling off the wagon you've been rolling, whilst I drag my feet along. It's been hard to get up, living with the new age as I sit here alone. Please tell me what you see when you look at me. You know that I don't see it at all. Trying to find out how I felt when I felt nothing else but the joy of knowing it all. I got new ways to live, and now if it'll change things, we'll just have to see. You always know what I mean, or are you just helping me? On the weekend, never know, I feel so alone as they're surrounding. Cause it's easier to put on a smile than to come clean. Is there anybody out there on the line? Cause I've been holding on for such a long time. Is there anybody out there tonight? Cause right now, baby, I ain't doing just fine. And if the dial goes dead and I'm stuck here with my head, I don't know if I can stop it and hold it on my own. What should be a bigger victory is just a little step for me, and I hate it. Cause all this crying and fussing taking its toll. Is there anybody out there on the line? Cause I've been holding on for such a long time. Is there anybody out there tonight? Yeah. Cause right now, baby, I ain't doing just fine. Is there anybody out there? 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 Is there anybody out there?
You are listening to Hamish Tate on Leeds Secret Sessions, or indeed watching. So, would you like to introduce these two gentlemen who you're with?
Yeah. This is my very good friend, Joel Mallen. Housemate. Collaborator.
Yeah.
Producer of the show, actually.
Producer of the Leeds Secret Sessions.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I've been for 2 years.
So, again, we're all switching roles today.
Yeah.
Playing bass. And then to my right is the lovely Sebastian Richards, who we've actually had on the show before for the lovely Runa, which you're a big part of.
I'm a big part of. And I think you said earlier I'm the only person to be on twice that isn't one of the crew.
Yeah.
I think
right.
On camera. Yeah.
Huge,
So,
huge big honour.
yeah. He's part of the lore of the show. So yeah.
How does that feel to be part of the lore of the show? Is that
big things for me.
Yeah.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
Yeah. I think you can put that on your CV.
Yeah.
Been on it twice.
EPK is getting updated tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Any employee will know immediately what it is as well.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll know instantly.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hamish, obviously you write music for both yourself and other people as part of your course. It's a songwriting course, I believe. So what is the difference do you find in the process of writing a song for yourself and for other people? Is there much of a difference, or is there not much?
Yeah, there's definitely a difference. Writing for myself, there's sort of pros and cons of both sides, because writing for myself, you sort of have the freedom to do anything and any way I want it to go, which, it's sort of like, I could maybe write a song like this, write a song like that. But when you're writing for somebody, obviously you have a clear direction of how the song is supposed to sound. And so that sometimes is actually better, because you're like, okay, I've got a clear idea. You can get more in a creative flow of like, this is where we want the song to go. Whereas by myself, it's, sort of a free for all really. But that I'd say that's the main difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess did you have to develop those two processes sort of independently from each other, or did it kind of?
They kind of like, go into one another. Like at the end of the day, it's all songwriting, and I'm writing songs that at least I feel confident in. Yeah, I think it's a thing that you have to sort of learn about writing for other people. I'm hoping to obviously do it more in the future. And yeah, there's a lot of other things that sort of go with that, in the sense of like co-writing with said artist, or writing for that thing. It's like those are a bunch of other skills that you have to learn, and it's mostly as well to be a collaborator. That's like one of the biggest things about writing for other people.
Yeah, that makes sense. So obviously you've scored music for theatre and you've scored music for a film as well. And obviously you had a bit of a background in acting as well. Mm-hmm. So would you say that like the theatrical side and performative side of music is part of your work, or do you incorporate that in? Or?
Yeah, I think so. At least I'd hope so. I think at the end of the day, it's a performance, and you're performing to people on stage who, hopefully have paid money for it. But yeah, I think I've definitely picked up that sort of theatrical thing of like, you've got to leave them with something memorable. I was in a band before, and the sort of big signature thing was wearing black and orange, because it's like, oh, people will remember you, and that's part of the theatrical thing, So yeah, that I think it definitely, you've got to put on a show, and I think the sort of theatrical part of me is probably try to infuse that into my music,
Yeah. So how have you found coming from being in a band to then being more of a solo artist? How's that transition been?
It was strange. It wasn't too strange, but like definitely that sort of security, especially when playing live, of like you have 5 people or four people with you, who, if you're fucking up, you're fucking up together.
Yeah.
And you've got that sort of security of like, okay, we're all doing this together and we're working hard. And then sort of, I'd done a lot of stuff solo as well, and like I'd written a lot of the stuff for the band, like we all, would collaborate together. But like coming up with original ideas, or initial ideas, sorry, it would be me sat in my room. So in terms of songwriting, it was, a little bit different where I like wasn't writing with the same people anymore. One of my sort of biggest co-writers, my friend Jamie, me and him had written a lot together, and so, we were able to sort of work very well with each other, and then obviously then transitioning to working with lots of different other people. I definitely think I've, adapted, but it's one of those things you still have to adapt and get used to it. So, yeah.
That makes sense. So obviously I know Jack White is a big influence for you. And given that you write for both yourself and other people, do you find that sometimes you have to draw on influences that maybe don't appeal to your personal taste?
Sometimes. It depends, again, on what song you're trying to write. If you're trying to write a pop song, you've got to look at what's in the charts, and that's not what I listen to every day. But, it's still something to consider, because it's writing for a different purpose. It's writing to, either not for a brief, but like with the intention of a certain sound. And so like if I'm writing a punk song, I'm gonna have to look and listen to punk stuff, and I still do, but like it might not be what I'm listening to every day. Same with pop. But I do still bring in influences like Jack White into writing sessions. I try not to sort of pigeonhole myself into like, oh yeah, this is the sound I make and this is what we're going to do, because if they know that, I've sort of found that's what I used to do, and I found though if you do that too much, that ends up just creating a certain thing of like, okay, that we're going to go, I guess, do this, whereas you want to be free with a collaborator and to open to anything. Yeah.
I think there's a certain thing of like ship of Theseus with like songwriting as well. It's like how much can you replace before it's not your style. I think like Hamish is really good at like incorporating that, because I've written with Hamish before. he's really good at like incorporating like different styles in and like, you know, experimenting with new things, but it's still his writing. It's still Hamish's writing, I think. Like, yeah.
Ship of Theseus is a good reference.
Yeah.
It's a good philosophical reference. Okay, so obviously your music, would you say there's a running theme in your music? Because obviously I think your previous work, notably like Plastic Dinosaur, is very different to maybe some of the stuff that you're doing now.
Yeah. In terms of theme, I mean, you know, I do find that there'll be certain things that I find myself writing about. I think one of the big things is like, am I going to be able to make it through life successfully with, you know, making money through music and the arts, which I think is probably a worry that any creator has. And I kind of have found that's often a thing, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I often get bored if I end up writing about the same thing each time. I don't know, Joel. Do you see any themes in my music?
That's a good question. I think a lot of your writing is quite personal, in a certain way that like you write about, like the central theme is always about a feeling. There's always some kind of like feeling in the middle of it. Yeah. It's not like. So I think I'm a completely different songwriter to you, because I kind of like write about like images, whereas like you write about like, I'm feeling like this is how it kind of incorporates into different things. Whereas I kind of flip that. Yeah. I would say that's like kind of the theme of Hamish's writing. It's like very like, it's very like feeling first and then kind of like expanding on that in the writing, probably.
Thank you, Joel. That's good analysis.
That's really interesting as well, because obviously someone who doesn't really write music, doesn't write music. The idea of, because I would assume it would just come from a thing, but the idea of it coming from images as well is really interesting. As a thing. That's quite cool.
Thank you.
So what's your next song?
This next song is called "What's Left of You." It's written fairly recently. It was with a couple wonderful songwriters, Freddie and George. George, who has been or will be on the show. George. Story behind it, we ended up writing it for Freddie in the collaboration, and then I went, "Are you gonna use this song?" Because it didn't look like he was, and I said, "Do you mind if I use it?" To which he obliged, and he said, "Yeah, sure." This is called "What's Left of You." I'm just gonna change guitar quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
As quiet as I can. We'll cut this one.
So you're thinking of leaving, but there's no point pleading. Just some garden of Eden, this garden's just fine. I said I love you like water, you said you got it all wrong. I'm a glass of wine in the springtime, don't you know me at all? My body's falling apart, you've gone and left your mark, taken all of the dirt and left it on me. So don't you know you've got it good? I know you feel misunderstood. The garden's always greener when you're feeling blue. So why don't you slow down for a while? For every inch you need a mile. I'll keep holding on to what is left of you. So tell me, are you busy? candle, I burn myself on you. Though my blisters are healed now, I did it all to prove my body's falling apart. You've gone and left your mark. Out of all of the world, why did you leave it on me? So don't you know you got it good? I know you feel misunderstood. The garden's always greener when you're feeling blue. So why don't you slow down for a while? For every inch you need a mile. I'll keep holding on to what is left of you. Hey! Why don't you slow down for a while? For every inch you need a mile. I'll keep holding on to what is left of you. Right. Just slow it down a little bit. Ready? On the road, back to a place I know. I can hold the world under my feet. The path I stray, as the dirt makes way for my escape from everything that we try to get away from on the edge of the earth. I know what I want. My soul has found its heart. It's the sound of the trees. That's just all that I need in our house on the edge of the earth. It's you. It's me, it's all that I need. The weight of calm on my chest and in my lungs, as I breathe in the peace you bring to me on the edge of the earth. I know what I want. the sound of the trees. That's just all that I need in a house on the edge of the earth. It's you, it's me, it's all that I need. That's just all that I need in a house on the edge of the earth. It's you, it's me, it's all that I need. I've been trying to make a change, but the voices keep it all the same. I'm tired all the time. Just another bad habit of mine. I've been walking around with nowhere to go, following the seas, pushed by the flow. I've been hung around in my mind, unconsciously following the line. So I said, please hold me closer, I don't know what to feel. My head is heavy and I don't think I'm ready, so please God hold the wheel. All the colors on the walls are slowly drifting the longer I fall. And do I need to stay in darkness to come up with light? And how long until all the wrongs just feel right? And how long till I lose my balance and slip off the rope? And all the ones that are close to me have gone through all they can go. 'Cause I care about them more than I care about me. And the grass is always greener when that's all you can see. And the tunnel goes long and the lights start to fade, all just from self-inflicting pain. Tunnel goes long and the lights start to break, all just from the decisions I've made, all just from the past I've laid. So I said, please hold me closer, I don't know what to feel. My head is heavy and I don't think I'm ready, so please grab hold of the wheel. But in the end, when the fire settled down and your head's got time to mend, you'll still be able to roam again.
feeling hot. Feeling good, feeling hot.
Hot stuff, man.
It's getting hot in here. We're cooking too much fire. Just one more thing. When you recorded in Studio 115, what was the engineer's name? Curious. That was also the host's name. Did it both.
All right. Let's liven it up for the last few songs. Last couple songs. Ready? Underneath the shadows, a feeling I have known, sucked away so gently, never to be shown. A desperate collection is withered and put down. The light will guide me shortly. It's up to the heart now. I can hear the sirens, sirens calling out my name. Oh, the violence is exciting, 'cause I can't feel no pain. Holding on a prayer to see me reach the light of day. I'm the thunder and the lightning, I'll never find my way. Time just keeps on moving. Pressure grows around. Will it cause all this build-up to crumble to the ground? I know it's deep, self-inflicting, but it's all a thing. The hope to dream is all they wanna see. Sirens, sirens calling out my name. All the violence, it's exciting, 'cause I can't feel no pain. Holding on a prayer to see me reach the light of day. I'm the thunder and the lightning, I'll never find my way. And in my dying breath, will I only know what could have been. Sirens, sirens calling out my name. All the violence is exciting, 'cause I can't feel no pain. Hey, hey! Holding on a prayer to see me reach the light of day. I'm the thunder and the lightning, I'll never find my way.
This is Hamish Tate on Leeds Secret Sessions. I actually forgot to ask you in the first section, and I
Yes.
think you know what question this is going to be. Can you please describe your music in 3 words?
Oh,
Classic of the genre.
There
Yeah.
you go.
it's a lot easier to ask it than
Yeah, it's really fun to ask.
I don't know.
Now you know how everyone else feels.
Yeah. Describe my music in 3 words. I'd like to hope creative, trying varied,
Yeah.
creative, varied, and
Impact.
impactful.
Impactful.
Yeah.
Can we take that down to one word?
What was the second word? I forgot what the second word was.
Varied.
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 Variant.
Verimp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Verimp. And now a sound? Perfect. Okay, so obviously you came up with the idea for Leeds Secret Sessions.
Mhm.
Can you talk about the process of, and Joel as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's all-
Okay. Well.
Talk about kind of the process of that and why you wanted to make it. And
Well, it originally started as a radio show for Leeds Student Radio, because they were like, "Oh, pitch a show," and I thought, "Student Radio, let's get some student artists in. That'll be good fun." Since then, it's evolved onto just YouTube. We did have a couple sessions on the radio, but we just preferred working on our own schedule. But yeah, I think just the opportunity for people to perform and get their music out there, because I think that's sort of a crutch a lot of people have, is they have really great music and just never get it out. I'm guilty of it too, to be honest. Hoping to release stuff this year, but I've had the issue of, oh yeah, I'm coming out with music, so this sort of provides an opportunity for people to actually go, okay, here's actually what they sound like in record. And I like the thing of songs that people know and have heard in a recorded form out on a live presence, especially in a studio, because it's so compressed, you don't get the outside noise. Yeah, that's the main inspiration. Just giving people an opportunity to play. Yeah, which is also a big inspiration from the Basement Door, which is what I grew up with, which gave kids the opportunity to play. So that was where I started. So I think being able to follow that thing of just like, that idea.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, obviously from like a filming perspective, we found that for me and James, with being able to get access to better equipment, we managed to like make the production value greater. How would you say, from your perspective, from hosting, and yours, Joel, from producing, the show has developed for you guys?
Do you want to speak on behalf of each other, or?
Well, when we started, it was just me, you, and Mia Jade well, I won't say where because it's secret, but
Not to the Uber driver.
not to the Uber driver. The Uber driver knows about it. But like, it was literally just us three in a room, and I was and I was behind. I remember you got like shots of me from the back.
Yeah,
You like,
for little
I had to get,
transitions.
you got like little transitions. You wanted the back of my head, and
It was
then
like,
I realised I needed a haircut. So,
Well, it's just inspired by the chicken shop dates. 'Cause
yeah,
we needed a couple cuts to like edit it together.
yeah. I
Um,
don't think we ever used them in the end. Did we use
Yeah,
them?
we did.
Oh, did we use them?
yeah,
Oh,
because
God,
James
it's
wanted
so
to use
long.
them more again.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, it's a one take.
It's
so.
a one take.
Yeah.
But like, it's gone like, it's every time we've come back, we've done it better. I think like it's like every time it's grown, and like doing something of this scale, like it might not like look it on YouTube, but like in terms of like the setup and the amount that we all work to do, like every time there's so many things that can go wrong and have gone wrong.
Yeah,
and
everything.
yeah, and like the further we've gone, the better we've got at it, and it's such a just speaking on behalf of myself, this has just been an amazing experience to watch it kind of just blossom every time and just kind of like stick at it, because I feel like a lot of people would have done the first couple of sessions and gone, nah,
This is a pain.
like I'm not like
Well, it's the outcome, more often than not is positive. And, personally, I've had a really good time running it. I think your production's got vastly improved each session,
yeah.
which I'm really happy with.
Well, because I haven't had a lot of like live experience. I've had experience in the studio, but quite a lot of, I don't know, they're like quite a lot. It's one at a time. It's one instrument at a time. The challenge has been doing everything together, but like every time I've done something, there's been something I've learned. I've gone, oh, okay, that would have been better if I did that. Oh, okay, it would have been better if I did that.
Yeah.
And like, so just from the start of second year when we started, yeah, I would say it's come on leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
The whole show as a whole.
You
has
got to
come on.
give big love to everybody who's made it happen. Tom, you sir,
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
James behind the camera, and Ed, who's usually here, who couldn't make it today.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the lovely people
Yeah.
out in the control room over there. You
That
got a little
might be
camera.
it.
There we go. There we go.
That might be it. That might be.
Yeah.
We might have to introduce them slowly.
They'll be introduced.
Will you
yeah, when
introduce them?
yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna
Okay.
Not
You'll-
now.
You'll
Not
see.
now.
You'll see.
Get back.
You'll see.
Yeah.
I also think, just from an outside perspective of what you guys have done, this is expensive to do anywhere else, and it's kind of copying what you said, but just giving people that opportunity in, at the end of the day, a really low stress environment. You're not paying for it, and from working with you guys before, the whole team makes the entire process really comfortable, even when things do go wrong.
Oh,
And I think there's something
Thank you, mate.
to be said about learning how this stuff works,
Yeah.
getting really good quality at the end of it, and then being able to move on to either come back to the Secret Session or then go out and do the Rockwood House ones or
Yeah.
the others that have escaped my mind
Yeah.
at this moment. But you've created a great jumping off point for people to start and get their music out, which is kind
Thank
of
you,
what
mate.
you said.
Yeah. Well, thank you. That means a lot. It's
Yeah.
it's what we want to do.
I would say that's something I'm really proud of as well. Just as a point, is that we do it all for free. Like everyone's doing this for free,
Yeah.
and it's like, and it you know, it makes no money. It gets no money back, and I kind of love that we do that. Yes, we're very, 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 very privileged to be in that position, but it's just I think it's just an amazing experience for everyone. And I'm proud of us. We've done well.
I'm
Yeah.
very proud.
Yeah,
It's
really
the team has gone leaps and bounds,
Yeah.
and each time, like you said, it's just like, okay, we know that's an issue. Let's fix it next time, and it's gotten better. So
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it feels like such a smooth process now,
Mm-hmm.
coming in and doing it. And yeah, I'm immensely proud of doing it as well. So obviously you're in your final year now of
Yes.
uni. What are your future plans in terms of music and
in terms of music,
thing?
I am releasing a couple different projects this year. I'm going to be releasing some of the music that's performed today, which I should have done a long time ago. And I was working on other projects and, writing for other people and writing for music, for theatre and stuff. So it sort of pushed it back, and I realised, like, oh, okay, I actually need to get this stuff out. So, which is part of what this is. But, so that's going to be coming out very soon, May, June time. And then I've also got a more neo-soul sound coming out, which you've heard a little bit, which I'm very excited for because it's a genre that I've loved for years. People like Jungle and Mid and Tori Moi. I just absolutely love what they do. And I never did it because it wasn't the sort of sound that I came from. And so I've been trying that for the past few months and really like it and want to get it out. You never know. People might think it's shite at the end, but
I think it's very cool. From what I've heard, it sounds very, very cool. That's a Joel Mallen endorsement. Right?
Joel, I'll put that on the cover.
Yeah,
Joel
Joel
said
Mallen
it.
endorsement.
Very cool. Yeah,
Very cool.
but yeah, there's no
3
name
stars.
for it yet, so it's gonna come out. I think it's a summertime sound, so when it comes out, be sure to check it out on my Instagram, _Hamish. I'll probably make an Instagram for that account as well. Yeah, big things coming soon. That's what they all say.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so can you introduce us to this final song?
Yes, this song is the first song I ever released, and it's called Parasite. It's often a fan favourite. Sort of context behind it, I might as well reveal it now. A lady who's very, very close to me. I once... you know what I'm talking to.
It's like a silent hype man.
Anyways, I was just worried as a person that I was going to be a bad influence on them because they are very lovely and innocent and sweet, and I didn't want to be a parasite. Yeah, so anyways, I never usually expose what the song's about. I just let people listen to it. But we're going all out today.
Yeah.
We're going all out, baby. So this is called Parasite. And hope you like it. Thanks for having me. It's my.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers, Tom. All right. Ready? Call you up 1 a.m. There's just some things I had to get off my chest. All the stuff that I would never tell you. But now I'm here 'cause the whiskey's making me look settle like you. But I'm really scared that I'm gonna mess things up 'cause I was never really there. I said I'd cover it up and say I was fine. Deep down I was slowly losing my mind. I've been a fool and been kicked down. I've rolled the dice in every town. And I don't wanna be a parasite. 3 a.m. and my cell on the phone, keeping you on the line so I don't have to feel alone. And I'm still drinking from the bottle. Probably should stop to the confessions getting out. Could I know? 'Cause I've got a problem and the butt of my bed sheets really ain't an option. I'm self-destructive. Every time someone says out to stop, I just feel reluctant. I've been a fool and been kicked down. I've rolled the dice in every town. And I don't wanna be a parasite. 4 a.m. and we're tired. Let it all out. Feeling burnt out, so I'll just pass out and wake up again with the fire burning through my head. Hey! I've been the fool. I've been kicked down. I've rolled the dice. In every town. And I don't wanna be a parasite. I've been the fool and been kicked down. I've rolled the dice in every town. And I don't wanna be a parasite. I've been the fool and been kicked down. I've rolled the dice in every town. And I don't wanna be a parasite. Hey, hey!
Play Plastic Dinosaur.